Hey there, so from my project, what I learned overall from watching the Pixar movie and have been watching this since I was maybe 10, 11, 12 years old maybe at max. Honestly, now thinking about it, there's a lot of stuff that as a kid I didn't understand from the movie, and it honestly wouldn't have made sense to me unless I was been told, or as of right now at an older age, that I'm finally able to understand what it truly means. Because a lot of times, as kids or people that are older, they don't see value in kids movies, or they may think like, hey, this is not made for me, there's nothing that I can really learn from it. But honestly, watching it, the references, the life situations, everything that the characters go through, it's honestly very relatable. It's something that honestly anybody can go through at any point or time of their life. The three main characters, or four if you really think about it, we have Carl, Russell, Doug, and Kevin. And I don't bring out the other antagonists, Charles or Ellie, the wife, because they are main characters. However, they're not really where the representation of that cultural relevance is at. And I mean cultural relevance because Carl is very relatable since he is an old man. He has gone through heartbreak. He's gone through the loss of not having his wife, the loss of not being able to have a kid. These are things that everybody goes through. Usually, though, however, when we think about this, we think about women dying first, not the man. Usually, it's just the man that always dies first. And it's just weird because, that's just the way it is in most movies. Like, the guy always dies before the woman. But in this case, the woman died, leaving him emotionally unstable, unable to communicate his feelings, and just not fully there. So here comes along Russell. Russell's this little kid, very shy, very quirky, very just overall hyper. Man, he really changes Carl's life for the better. And he honestly brings up this not new, but past feeling that he had of adventure that only Ellie could bring out in him. So Russell really plays that part in just letting him know, hey, you still have one more adventure in you, let's go do it. And I think this is really strong. It makes a cultural impact, and especially the older people, that it tells them, hey, you're not done. There's still more to life than just sadness and sorrow and mourning. You can do way more. And Russell speaks to the younger generation of kids that is told to respect your elders, help them out whenever you can, just be there for them, learn from them. While Douglas, he is this bridge for Carl, that he basically tells him, hey, I love you even though I don't even know you. He's just emotionally there for him. He teaches him that you can still have feelings for people and emotions despite anything, despite not knowing them. And we see this when he goes and rescues Russell, and then even at the end of the movie, he just pins him. He puts the pins on him that, although it might not have a deep meaning to some, to Russell it was very significant because he didn't have anybody in his life that he can call mom or dad, at least not that we were made aware of. And for him to see that Mr. Carl goes and does that for him is just a really great impact in his life. And it just shows the younger generation overall that the elderly people are not, they might be grumpy, a little mean, a little stubborn, but at the end of the day, just want what's best for us, and they're honestly there for us to help us in any type of way that they possibly can. So overall, the film, watching it again, it just brought back memories, and it taught me new things. And I think it just is a good way for people to really see that, at least for the main theme, that moving on is okay. Just because you're old does not mean that you have no more life in you, no more adventure. And that despite all of this, you will still be able to succeed and be happy in your life. And pretty much that's what I got out of the film, the movie, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't choose a real life, like not a animated, just because I feel like me still, I'm 20 years old. I also like to watch animated films just as much as a kid does, and I think that's just what I opted towards. But yeah, thank you.